The Julius Abure-led faction of the Labour Party has issued a 48-hour ultimatum to the party's 2023 presidential candidate, Peter Obi, to resign his membership of the party because of its involvement with the new coalition on the platform of the African Democratic Congress. Obi is one of the frontline politicians who joined the coalition on Wednesday with their stated intention of using the platform to contest the 2027 presidential election. The Abure-led faction described the coalition as a conglomeration of power mongers whose only interest was self and not the people. It warned Nigerians that the often-mouthed new Nigeria is possible as a ruse and cannot be achieved with the assemblage of old, recycled, desperate and frustrated politicians in the coalition. Dr. Olorunfemi is Labour Party's Deputy National Chairman, and he joins us now to discuss the coalition, the 48-hour ultimatum to Peter Obi to quit, and the future of the Labour Party without the former governor of Anambra State. Welcome to Newsday. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, let's start with the coalition. What are your thoughts on this new group under the banner of the ADC? Do you think they can successfully challenge the APC in 2027?
Well, as you can see, it's not hidden. You know the caliber of people who are involved in the coalition. Most of them have been in government even before some of you were born. At the exception of the current stage of democracy, some of them have been recycled over and over and over again. So it is very convenient for anybody to conclude that the same people who destroyed the country to this point are the people who are converging in one way or the other to fight the other group who also joined them from the beginning of democracy to destroy the country. So evil is about fighting evil. And that is all I can say about the coalition. Labour Party is a brand of itself. I mean, it's a brand name. And everybody knows us for what we believe. We are a social democratic movement as a political party. And we believe in a new Nigeria that is possible. And of course, the caliber of people that we parade are not people who have been involved in one political crime or the other. So we take exception to somebody we give the platform to, who gave us an impression that he was different from the kind of politics we wanted to fight. Joining force with them means that he never believed in what we believed in. And of course, that can be seen from the battle that the party has been fighting over the years, since after the 2023 election. They wanted, this category of people wanted to hijack the party, and we said no, because Labour Party cannot be used for selfish purposes, cannot be used to further destroy Nigerians. Nigerians have had enough, and it is a time for us to change the narrative and bring back good governance to the people of this country.
Well, we're not sure which narrative you all are championing or even changing, seeing as how the Labour Party has been engrossed in just multiple skirmishes ever since the loss of your presidential candidate about 2.5 years ago. But I guess now, speaking of the breakup that seemed quite inevitable, how will the Labour Party fare? What does the future look like for the Labour Party, and which strategies will you all employ now that Peter Obi, who recognizably was the most recognizable member of your party by far, has defected to another party? How will the Labour Party regroup in order to come out stronger for 2027?
First and foremost, Labour Party is not scattered. Labour Party remains Labour Party. And if you recall, in 2021, we told you Labour Party was coming in a bigger way, in a bigger form, and it came. Now we are rebranding. We are preparing ourselves. The brand still remains there. We are preparing ourselves. Obi didn't make Labour Party. He saw that Labour Party was solid. In fact, before Obi came, there were people who wanted to join force with Labour Party. You know, the left within the Labour movement and the moderate within the Labour movement were ready. It was when we admitted Peter Obi that most of them decided to stay away. Right now, they are moving in troop in large number because the next election, the coming election in 2027, is going to be between Nigerians and the bad governor, the bad people of this country. The collection of bad people against the good people of Nigeria. You know, if you look at Nigeria the way it is now, bad behavior seems to have become good. Why good behavior is now bad? We can't continue like this. The country is a country, I mean, as it is now, it lacks hope. You have hypocrites within the corridor of power. You have liars within corridors of power. Are we going to continue like this? And the bandwagon effect is that the common man on the street is becoming a liar. The common man on the street is becoming a liar. They are becoming hypocrites. The level of insanity has grown, you know, to a level that should be worrisome to people. You look, go to our roads, go to our streets. You know, you see the way our traffic system is. It's like we have no law in this country, simply because good behavior has become bad and bad behavior has become good, and the bandwagon effect is eating us up every day. So, the Peter Obi thing you are talking about and Labour Party, you ask yourself the question: who caused the crisis in the first instance? Who caused the crisis? Who went to Umahia to go and convey a meeting, a meeting of like minds, a meeting that is not known to the constitution of the party? Okay? If you have somebody who doesn't obey rules, who ignore rules, who disobey constitution, is that going to be a good leader? I've said it earlier. We made some mistakes, and we have learned from those mistakes. We are not going to overrate anybody again. We have decided we are all out, and we have seen signals here and there. We are going to be getting presidential candidates who are not up to 60 years of age, who have done well in their chosen careers, who has excelled not by stealing government money, who have excelled in their various careers to such a level that people will be proud of. And these are the kind of people we want to showcase in 2027. And you will begin to see them. Within the next 3 months, you begin to see them. We said it in 2021, what we are going to do, and it happened. Peter Obi was once with us in 2021. He came later in 2022, when Labour Party has grown.
Now,
and this time around, we are not going to build a
Allow me to interrupt you. You know, you talked about the fact that some people are trooping into the Labour Party, and you said you're going to unveil them very soon. You know, but then I'm just wondering if they are political newbies, since you've said the coalition is filled with old, disgruntled, frustrated politicians. I'm wondering how well you think these newbies that are coming into your own party will resonate with voters who are tired and weary, you know, of bad governance in Nigeria.
I want to let you know that it's not all politicians that are desperate. Not all politicians are thieves. Not all politicians are liars. There are some politicians who serve diligently, whether as senators at their own time, whether as members of House of Representatives, and who excel in their own professional calling, not through corner cutting, not destroying others to build themselves. We have them in large number in this country, and they are already showing interest. We are going to showcase them to the world. We are going to showcase them to Nigerians. And this time around, we are not going to build any political program around any individual. We made that mistake of calling our youth, the youth wing, obedient. Thank God we learned from this mistake, and we quickly changed the name to the Directorate of Mobilization and Integration. So tell them to go and get their obedient. Call them, they should call their obedience to a hall and see the number of people that will appear. But if we call our own Directorate of Mobilization and Integration today, you will see the number that will come out. These are the people that are pulling and driving the party. You saw the primary that we conducted in FCT Area Council. For councillorship election alone, over 5,000 appeared, to the extent that we couldn't even manage it. So, Labour Party is not built around an individual. We just made a mistake to make it look as if we build the Labour Party around a particular candidate, and that will not happen again.
Could you please remind us the new name of the obedience?
No, it's not obedient. The word obedient belongs to, the name Obi is obedient. What we have right now, is Directorate of Mobilization and Integration. That is what we have, and it's being driven by youth. You won't see somebody of 40 years or 45 years in that group. All of them are from 40 years downward. And they have been running programs. We are, as usual, we are moving here and there. And so the presidential candidate that Labour Party will produce this time around will certainly not be up to 60 years old. You will see it. I will tell you, like I told you that in 2021 we said so and so thing, and it happened. You will also, I will remind you that we said it, that this is 2025, preparatory to 2027, 2 years, you will see what will happen. Labour Party is a brand. We don't believe, first, take note, where we started having problem is the area of subsidy. We never agreed that we will remove subsidy as a political party. We don't believe in the removal of subsidy. What we said was that we are going to remove the corruption within the subsidy. Government business is a serious business. You have Brazil being controlled under Labour Party. You see what is going on in Brazil with the petroleum sector. The petrol guy is being managed by government. And you don't see the type of thing that is happening in Nigeria, in Brazil.
Dr. Olorunfemi, I would like you, very much to remind Nigerians, remind our viewers, of the impact that Labour Party has had or has made on Nigerian politics before Peter Obi came on board.
Thank you very much. You will recall that in Ondo State, just a governor under Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, till today, nobody has surpassed the achievement of Dr. Olusegun Mimiko in Ondo State. And as a governor, he carried the leadership of Labour Party along fully. If not for some factors within the Nigerian Labour Congress at that time, and you will quickly understand and agree with me, because one of the progenitors of Labour Party happens to be the former president of NSC, Comrade Adams Oshomole, and you know where he belongs now. And of course, you won't expect that his supporters will not still continue to exist within the labor movement. So they created problem for Mimiko that time, and he had to step aside. Olusegun Mimiko is currently relaxing, and we hope to also get him on board, because we believe so seriously that his ideas tally with our own ideal. His ideology flow from labor ideology, and therefore we are looking at the possibility of getting him back into the system now that we have been able to successfully purify the party.
So he's not part of the old, tired, and frustrated politicians you were talking about earlier.
Mimiko is not a frustrated politician. Have you seen him jumping here and there? He's a contented man. I mean, go to his house if you don't want to see him now, go to Ondo town. You will find him there. He doesn't have a house in Lagos. He doesn't have in Akure. He only manages his house in Ondo and Abuja here. So he's not jumping up and down. Have you seen him crossing here and there? He's just there. He has achieved a lot. No governor will come to Ondo State and will not pay tribute to him because of what he has done. And no governor has been able to surpass his achievement. Go to Ondo and go and find out.
Speaking of crossing...
So that is what Labour Party is all about.
Okay. Speaking of crossing here and there, does the party have a stance on any political alliances, any potential alliances or mergers with any other political parties as it stands right now?
Merger, no, but alliances, yes. We, depending on which political party, if you share the same ideology with us, why not? But of course, there are other political parties that share the same ideology with us, and we are going to begin to work with them. And when they come to us, we will also work with them. We are completely different from the old brigade that has come to put themselves in ADC, or those ones that are in APC, or those ones that are in PDP. We are a unique political party, and it is between us and Nigerians will decide whether they want to continue in this trajectory or they want a new Nigeria.
Very well said. So can you tell us, some of the steps that the Labour Party is presently taking, to develop a compelling narrative, and policy platform that will resonate with Nigerian voters and that will also set it apart from all the other parties that you have condemned?
You can see the level of suffering in the land. It's obvious. You don't need to tell anybody. And you can see also the level of hopelessness. The bandwagon effect of this is that if you cannot beat them, join them. And is this how we are going to live, what we are going to leave for our children? We can't leave this one behind for our children. A situation whereby if you cannot hold it, kill it. If you cannot cash it, destroy it. That is what is going on in the country. So we are going to be talking to the conscience of Nigerians and the need to retrace our step back to how God created us. Okay? People of conscience obey rules and regulation. The spirit of empathy, we have to be recovered. The empathy seems to have left Nigeria long time ago. Nobody cares about anybody. We are supposed to be our brother's keepers. People are running out of the country in drive and drove to become slaves in another man's country. That is not correct. We want to make Nigeria, we will work with Nigerians. Nigerians themselves will tell us what they want. Apart from the fact that we have our own program and agenda, we are going to carry Nigerians along in this process in ensuring that the Nigeria of our dream come to pass, even in my own time.
Well, as we round up the interview, I want to know what efforts are being made to send messages to your loyal members of the Labour Party and supporters who may be feeling, a bit disheartened by the internal crises that have led to one or two decisions being made on the Labour Party's behalf, and of course, Peter Obi's exit. It all seems a bit like a breakup. What message do you have for your supporters?
What I want to tell our numerous supporters in their millions out there is that we have refused to be caged. We have refused to release the party to those who wanted to use it for their selfish agenda. And it has become obvious now that they have found out that we are not ready to budge. They have joined their gang, and we wish them well where they have gone to. But they need to, like we said, if Peter Obi refused to do a letter to that effect, formalizing his exit, we will do it for him. And Nigerians, Labour Party members out there in their various homes, in their various polling units, in their various wards, in their various local governments, in their various states, should remain committed to the ideas of the party. We are coming. All of us are coming. We are taking over this country in 2027 for the betterment of Nigerians and the whole world entirely. And God will help us.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Dr. Ayo Olorunfemi, Labour Party's Deputy National Chairman, thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.